I heard once that places are witnesses. I don't know much about that, but my phone still thinks this place is McDonald's. Today I park here to record my thoughts, as I often did in the past. It names the memory before I can. I'm sitting across the street now, in a vacant Publix parking lot. It's a Wednesday morning, 9:01 a.m. Summer. No crisis, no revelation, no certainty. Just a quiet realization that I'm sitting near a place where I once came apart, and noticing that I am whole enough to sit here in the absence of urgency. 2 years ago, when I sat in that McDonald's parking lot, my mind was searching frantically for certainty. I was trying to solve people, solve motives, solve betrayals, solve reality itself. Every question felt life or death, because maybe if I could just understand it, the pain would stop. Today I'm sitting near that same place and asking many of the same questions. But when I think about them, I no longer reach for answers. My mind wanders to the edge of the mystery and stops there. Maybe he was malicious. Maybe he was selfish. Maybe he was wounded. Maybe he loved parts of me. Maybe he hated parts of me. Maybe he used all of me. Maybe they were exhausted. Maybe they were afraid. Maybe they couldn't reach me. Maybe my sins were too great and became too much to carry. I don't know. I am learning that us human beings are often disappointingly capable of carrying contradictory truths. Maybe that's why I feel so ordinarily human now. The hardest thing for me to learn was that good intentions and harmful actions can coexist. Someone can genuinely care about you and still damage you. Someone can be flawed without being evil. Someone can be both a victim and a villain in the same story. Someone can be kind without being safe. And sometimes, there is no final verdict. Just evidence, just consequences, just scars. I find it strange that I cannot bear to tell the story anymore. Or I no longer care to. Years ago, I could have recited every conversation, every text message, every clue. Today, the facts seem less important than the feeling that remains. Maybe that's what happens when a wound becomes a scar. A wound demands explanation. A scar simply exists. I know it happened. I know it hurt. I don't need to recount every detail to prove it was real. I'm not sure if that means I've healed. Maybe there isn't a finish line. Maybe healing is just what happens when your life becomes larger than the thing that hurt you. The memory still exists. The sadness still visits. Sometimes unexpectedly. But I'm no longer occupying the same space. It's not in the whole house. Just one room. One I'm no longer confined in. I can stand outside that doorway now, looking back occasionally. Not because it's home, just because she once lived there. Vanessa. Maybe that's why I'm sad for her. The girl who was spiraling. The girl whose family watched disappear. The girl who ended up committed and didn't yet understand what was happening to her. I've stopped asking what was wrong with her. Sometimes I wonder instead, how much pain must she have been in? I used to imagine healing as a sunrise, one dramatic moment when everything becomes clear. Instead, it might look more like this. A Wednesday morning, 9:01 a.m. A parking lot near McDonald's. The sound of birds somewhere overhead. No crisis, no revelation, no certainty. Just the quiet realization that I can hear them again, and they never stop stinging. And that's not because the past disappeared, not because every question was answered, but because I survived long enough to become the person who can carry unanswered questions without being destroyed by them.